Is your assistant making life harder instead of easier? It's tough to admit, but sometimes firing them is the only way to move forward. Let's talk about when it's time to make that decision. You brought your assistant on board to lighten the load, right? But what if they're actually adding more stress to your day? What if their mistakes are costing you time and money? We're about to go through the top red flags that show it's time to move on. And by the end of this video, you'll know whether it's time to let your assistant go. Let's start with one of the most obvious but damaging issues. Sign number 1, consistently missed deadlines. Let's kick things off with missed deadlines. Your assistant is there to keep things moving smoothly, but if they're constantly dropping the ball, it might be time for a conversation. And if that doesn't help, well, maybe it's time for a change. Deadlines are just one part of the puzzle, though. What's even more crucial is how your assistant communicates. Sign number 2, poor communication skills. If your assistant isn't keeping you informed, missing important updates, or just not getting the message across clearly, that's a problem. Poor communication leads to mistakes and missed opportunities, and that's not something your business can afford. Speaking of communication, an even bigger issue can be when they fail to take initiative. Sign number 3, lack of proactivity. You shouldn't have to hold your assistant's hand. A great assistant should be proactive, anticipating problems, offering solutions, and handling tasks without needing constant supervision. If they're not doing that, then it's time to rethink their role. Now, a mistake here or there is fine. We're all human, but when mistakes become a pattern, it's a different story. Sign number 4, declining quality of work. If you've been noticing a consistent decline in the quality of work, careless errors, missed details, or incomplete tasks, that's a huge red flag. You need someone who's helping your business run smoothly, not someone causing more problems. Quality isn't just about the work itself, it's also about how they respond to feedback. Sign number 5, resistance to feedback. Feedback is meant to help people grow, but if your assistant is always defensive or resistant to making changes, that's a clear sign they're not willing to improve. A good assistant should be open to feedback and always looking to get better. Trust is another non-negotiable part of the relationship. If that's broken, it's hard to recover. Sign number 6, breach of trust. Trust is everything. If your assistant has breached confidentiality or shown unethical behavior, it's time to let them go. Immediately. Your business depends on people you can rely on. Let's take it a step further. What if your assistant isn't fitting into the culture you've built? Sign number 7, incompatibility with company culture. Skills are important, but so is the right cultural fit. If your assistant's work style or values don't align with your company's, it can create friction. And if that friction is affecting team morale, it's a sign that the relationship might not be working. Next up, we'll talk about overdependence. An assistant is supposed to make your life easier, not harder. Sign number 8, overdependence on you. If you're spending more time explaining tasks or correcting mistakes than actually getting work done, that defeats the whole purpose of having an assistant. They should lighten your load, not add to it. Now, in today's world, being tech savvy is a must. Sign number 9, neglect of technology. If your assistant can't keep up with the tech tools you're using, or they're resistant to adopting new systems, it's holding your business back. You need someone who can embrace innovation and adapt to the ever-changing digital landscape. And finally, one last sign that can be a big indicator. It's not just what you see, but what others are saying. Sign number 10, hearing unpleasant comments from coworkers or customers. If team members or clients are giving you negative feedback about your assistant's professionalism or quality of work, that's a huge red flag. Sometimes others can see things that you don't, and their feedback is worth paying attention to. So there you have it, 10 clear signs. It might be time to let your assistant go. If you're seeing multiple red flags, don't wait until it gets worse. It's time to act in the best interest of your business. If you've had any similar experiences or are unsure about whether it's time to let go, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on building a more efficient business, and I'll see you in the next video.